Right now, I want to bring in Brandy Campbell. She's live out there in North Carolina. Brandy, good morning to you. You're out there. I see the wind is fierce and the waves are moving. What are you seeing out there as far as this potential tropical cyclone?
Good morning, Jeanne. So right now, like you mentioned, it is a quite windy morning, and it's been this way overnight. We're actually staying in a hotel on the water, and overnight we could hear the wind, you could hear the waves crashing. So if you do take a look behind me, you can see they are pretty large, pretty dangerous conditions out there. So it's something that emergency managers did, or the emergency manager for this county did tell me they're wanting people to avoid this area, avoid the beach. Definitely don't get into the beach right now as well. So that's one of the main concerns, but in general they're just concerned for this entire chain of barrier islands here on the outer banks. Right now we're in the southern part of it on Hatteras Island. This area is one that he said he was most concerned about because it's a lower lying area, and it's also the most natural. We have some of the state parks around us as well, so they're very concerned about where we are. I did ask him what type of conditions are they looking out for and wanting people to know about when it comes to this unnamed system. Again, it's not a tropical storm as of yet. This is what he had to say, something that people in this area traveling here should keep in mind.
Blowing sand, building up on the roadway, reducing visibility. We could see ocean overwash that could rise to dangerous levels that people need to avoid. We could see the sound side roads being inundated by wind-driven water from the sound as well, and it could become life-threatening. People need to be mindful, and if they do travel, they need to be ready to turn around and not drown, because they could easily be impacted.
Or the best advice is to probably just stay off of the roads, just on, or in front, I should say, of our hotel. I did see a lot of people actually exiting this island. I didn't get to talk to them to learn if they're actually trying to evacuate, but I did notice various cars leaving, and I can still see some slowly exiting out right now. The Department of Transportation, they're actually out trying to remove sand from the roadways. As he mentioned, blowing sand, trying to disrupt the traveling up and down these roads. That was a condition that they were worried about. So they're actually trying to remove it constantly, and I was told they'll continue to do that throughout the remainder of this storm. Now, as you can see, the winds, they're howling right now. It's blowing really hard on us right now. So I have my ammonometer right here. I want to turn it on really quick and just give you guys a glimpse as to how fast the wind is blowing right now. So I'm gonna let it capture some of the wind speeds really quick. Right now it is blowing at 25 miles per hour. And guys, this is just the beginning of the storm. It's not onshore just yet. Our team of meteorologists in New York, they told me at this point, the conditions, they're just going to continue to go down until Saturday afternoon or evening. Back to you.
Brandy, great coverage there. You're literally in the midst of it. And as you just said, I can see the bottom of your pants just flowing in the wind. The fact that you're standing there and not faltering side to side is amazing. But I want to ask you about the schools. How are they being impacted? I know a lot of tourists travel there on the weekends for the ferries. What are you hearing about those impacts as well?
Yeah, so there are several school districts that are surrounding us. The one that is on this island, they have actually gone virtual today. So a lot of kids are going to be doing school from home. I'm also hearing of some schools that are doing a half day. There's a local college, they're also doing a half day, so doing an early release. So some kids will have to head to school in these conditions, but they're going to head home early. As far as the ferries, there are some islands south of us, even ferries, departing here from Hatteras Island. Most of those, if not all of them, are also suspended because, as you can imagine, this isn't quite the conditions you want to get out in a ferry on. Those are on the other side, I would say, on the sound side, so possibly smoother waters, might not be this hectic, but still, just to keep people safe, they did go ahead and suspend them. Back to you.
All right, Brandy Campbell with Fox Weather. Thank you so much for waking up with us here on Live Now from Fox. You be safe out there.
Of course.